Hello and welcome everybody to another segment of LiveExpertInterviews.tv. My name is Steve Young and thank you so much for making it here today. Today we're talking about a very important topic, and that topic is how to find a good prosthodontist. Now fortunately, joining us from Miami, Florida is Dr. Quintero. Doc, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi Steve, thank you so much for inviting me.
Absolutely. So Doc, really the burning question everybody has is how does somebody find a good prosthodontist? Maybe like the top 3 things. But before you do that, why don't you just take a minute and explain to everybody what is a prosthodontist?
Right, that's a very good question, Steve. And unfortunately, not a lot of people know what a prosthodontist is. Well, it's very simple. We are a dentist that specialized in the reconstruction of teeth. We basically rebuild fractured or broken or neglected dentition. It can go from one tooth to the whole mouth. We can use implants, we can use dentures, we can use a great armamentarium so we can rebuild people's smiles. And there is a specialty for that called prosthodontics.
I love it. So then, Doc, if you would tell us, now that's fantastic. A lot of people, including myself, were just educated with that part right there. So what would you recommend for someone to find a good prosthodontist online? Maybe like the top 3 things.
Well, the first most important thing that you want to look for is credentials. You want to see and you want to know where this dentist trained. Of course, that there are like so many different dental schools and they're all ranked in a certain position. You want to know what your dentist and where did he go to do his studies. Now you can only do that by checking a website and you know, like researching on the reviews, for example, or the actual curriculum, the CV for that person, and find out what the credentials are. Word of mouth is usually the best way to find a good dentist. But if you're looking for a very specific dentist, like a prosthodontist, then probably the best way to do it is to search online.
Got it, Doc. So basically, when you go online to look for a prosthodontist, you want to make sure he's got the proper education, proper experience. You mentioned experience, as well as check the reviews and reputation online, which is the part that I like the most. It's easy for someone to say good things about themselves. It's a whole different ballgame when other people are saying good things about them. Is that right?
Definitely.
Awesome. So, Doc, if somebody was looking for a prosthodontist and they came to your office, what type of an experience would they have?
Well, we try to provide patients with a very comfortable environment where they're going to feel relaxed and feel like family. That's the most important thing. We are a low-volume type of office, so we don't see that many patients walking around. We provide our patients with enough time to take care of their dental needs and to make them feel like they're at home. That's basically the experience.
I love it. I know there's nothing worse than walking into the dentist's office and you're all nervous and you're like, what's going to happen?
Right. Exactly.
So the next question really is, you know, Doc, what makes your practice a little bit different from the rest of them out there?
Well, I would say that the most important thing for me and my practice is to be consistent with our results. We want to provide people with almost like a warranty that things are gonna work. We hear so many times that patients do certain procedures and for some reason something fails and then they feel cheated, or you know, that they were not treated right. So we try to provide our patients with you know, the tools so they feel trust in us, and we stand behind everything that we do. That's the big difference.
Wow, I like that, Doc. I don't think I've ever heard a doctor or a dentist say that, so that is very comforting for sure. Now let me ask you, Doc, I know you said you do some special things for new patients. What exactly is it you do for new patients?
Well, Steve, we do so many different things, and we are changing all the time, different promotions. For example, right now we have a free consultation for cosmetic cases, and we also have a new patient special with our hygienist. The patient gets a consult, a basic set of X-rays, and they do get their regular hygiene, which is a prophylaxis. and all that for 140. But like I said, we are changing it all the time. So you know, any patient could go into the webpage and find out a little bit more about our promotions.
I love it, Doc. So that's it. So, Doc, tell us your website.
Our website is www.hqdontics, that's D-O-N-T as in Texas, I-C-S.com, hqdontics.com.
Awesome. Well, there you go, viewers. If you're looking for a good prosthodontist and you're anywhere near Miami, Florida, make sure you go to Dr. Quintero, and he'll take care of you. Doc, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate all your valuable information.
You bet, Steve. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Viewers, we'll see you on the next segment of Live Expert Interviews.tv.